that was kind of wild. The cop, basically, like the cops they like put him on the ground.
Are we rolling
and
right
then
now?
We are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome back to the Black Summit.
Yo, I'm Hendrix.
And I'm Brooks.
And we got
Q.
Once again,
QP.
Welcome back. Yeah, man. Going by Quelo these days.
Quelo.
Trying to drop the P.
Hey, you remember
Quelo.
when Scarface, she, you give her another Quelo. She love me in the morning. She wake up on a Quelo.
Yeah.
Quaaludes was pills, right?
Okay, you gonna have to cut this out now.
Yeah.
Quaalude.
Yeah.
But that's the man name. He go by Quaalude.
I ain't talking about that. No, I ain't go by Quaalude.
Quelo?
Yeah, Quelo.
Quelo. But you know what? I like QP843.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
That's proper right there. I like that QP843 because that man representing all day and day, every damn day.
That's right.
For sure.
That's right.
But yeah, man, Brooks, we're back to Tyreek Hill.
Yes. So Tyreek Hill, football is back, and it got off to a pretty good start. Maybe a bad start for Tyreek. Before he got to the game, he was pulled over for speeding, and he ended up being detained.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about that. We are also going to be talking about the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar. It looks like he's going to be the halftime performance. Yeah. I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. I mean,
dragging it now.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying, "Yo, that wasn't supposed to be him."
Should be Lil Wayne. That's what they're saying.
Should be
Drake,
because it's all in Nolans.
Drake fans are a little like, I don't know. I think Ack is tweaking a little bit over there. So we'll be talking about that. Then we'll be talking about Caitlin Clark, who is now just got her team into the playoffs. And it's looking like she's probably going to become Rookie of the Year.
Shout out to her.
We'll also be talking about Angel Reese, who had an unfortunate injury.
Get well soon.
Yeah, that took her out, so she'll be gone for the season.
She had a phenomenal rookie year with them triple doubles.
Yeah,
phenomenal rookie
she's great. So we'll be getting into that, and then we'll be talking about Kamala Harris and Trump.
The debate.
The great debate is upon us, and I think it's going to be interesting. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised by our picks. So I'll be seeing who you guys think is going to win. So we'll be getting into that. But first, we want to talk about the NFL season.
Yeah,
just football, just in general, is back. What did you guys think of the season so far, or the opening?
You going?
Go ahead. QP843.
Yeah, man. My team lost, so I mean, but and it's a division game, Houston. I swear, Coach, we gotta definitely get better, man. But everybody's healthy right now, so it's early in the season. I'd rather take them L's early so we can regroup and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when you start winning too early, it get later on to the season and get kind of shaky. So I'd rather us have our rough patches right now.
Yeah.
But we definitely gave the Texans a decent fight. But I feel like it was some pretty good games. Jacksonville they lost, and that's cool. They in our division. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think what was it? Giants. That's my uncle T. God bless him. They lost.
Yep.
What did the Cowboys win?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they won.
We won.
And this
don't play with them.
This is where I pass it to dog. So,
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and and that's all the Cowboy fans. They think they're going back.
No. I've seen this movie a million times. All right, this is a Marvel movie. It's predictable. The Cowboys come in here and they win the first couple of games, and everybody starts going, "We're going to the Super Bowl," and it's like, bro, I've been through this a million times. What happens in January? We suck and we lose, and here we are again. By the way, we just signed Dak to like one of the biggest contracts in history.
Highest in history. What is it, $240 million?
It's just laughable.
Right?
We
is
are
it $240
signing
million?
This guarantees, I think it is. This guarantees, I think it's 260.
260.
Guarantees that we will not win for the next 5 years at least. And so, I mean, listen. I mean, I'm gonna start rooting for the Chargers. I really like John. I like John Harbaugh. Not John. What's the other one?
Yeah, Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
Jim
That's
Harbaugh.
my guy. I've been watching him since Stanford. OGs know. All right, so I'm gonna start rooting for the Chargers. They're also in LA again. So
I'm thinking
listen,
about
you
just
know
being
what?
a fan of the game and separating my ties after a while too, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad Boston won this year. I'm living off of that high.
Well, yeah,
I don't know what the Colts gonna do.
At least you got that, but I think Brooks. I think you should have been rooting for the Chargers anyway from the giddy up because you are a California native.
First of all,
And,
I remember when I was there. The Chargers were San Diego. They weren't this
that's
LA
still-
stuff,
Right.
you know.
So-
So,
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
I give you a slight edge.
yeah.
Because you going pinpoint accuracy for city.
We
for
wasn't in that
city.
San Diego.
Yeah, we're in
Yeah,
San Diego.
I mean, you know, I like
but
San
you
Diego.
know what?
Though.
And I'm even going to go as far as to say this about your Cowgirls. Even though I'm not a Cowgirls fan, I'm gonna give them a little bit more credit because I think because Dak got that big ass contract. I think that lit a fire under his ass. And I think he's
stop
gonna
it.
do a little
You
bit.
do know
I'm trying
everybody
to
rich
give
down there.
I'm trying to
Dallas is made out of money. So
exactly, and
money ain't the issue.
I'm
We
trying
got
to
a
give
good-
the benefit of a doubt. I'm trying to get the benefit of the doubt.
It's a little DC
I-
down there.
I
But-
think for sure you guys will make the playoffs. Hell, y'all might get past the first round in the playoffs. So I don't think you know.
I
think
I
y'all
have
gonna be
no
no-
faith in Dak Prescott.
I don't think you guys gonna end up being a
last
wild
year.
card or
By the
nothing
way,
like that,
on
so.
our opening, we beat. I can't remember what the team was, but we whooped them by almost like 40. So
I
this
remember that
is
game. I forgot
Who,
who it was.
Carolina?
this is the same
Was it
tape.
Carolina?
I can't remember who it was. No, it wasn't Carolina because I
Nah,
actually
it was
went
somebody
to
that was
game.
actually decent.
I went to the Carolina game last year, Cowboys versus Carolina.
Oh,
It was basically a home game
And
because
it was hype
everybody was
behind that
Cowboys, you know. So, but yeah, it was. You know, I mean, I put no faith in my team. I've seen it. It's the same movie. It's a Marvel movie. It's predictable.
I think
How
you guys
about
can
them
be
Niners?
slightly different.
I want
The
us to have
Niners-
an 8-24.
The Niners are tonight. I'm
Monday
on
night.
it. We got the Jets. I know Aaron Rodgers coming out gunning because you know he got a vendetta against us as
definitely do.
always. You know what I'm saying? Because he originally wanted to be a Niner, but they didn't draft him. So you know he got a vendetta, and plus we usually get the better of them when he played in Green Bay. But you know I'm rooting for my Niners. I want to see what we gonna do. They shift a few pieces. We don't have Eric Armstead on defense no more. Neither they got rid of Chase Young. So I'm curious to see how. But we do got Greenlaw back. So I'm curious to see how defense is going to hold up. The offense is solid. We got everybody there. Mitchell, Jennings. You know we still got Christian McCaffrey. I don't know. I heard something. Is Christian McCaffrey isn't injured? Is he? Not to my knowledge. I think he's playing. Okay.
I think they was betting on
Someone said that to me. Asked me. He heard he was injured, but I didn't hear anything about it. So we still got we still have our same arsenal, as far as offense. So I think it should be interesting to see what happens tonight. So you guys.
No offense to you, but I think last year was y'all's year.
You think last year's our
I
year?
think it's gonna be tough for y'all to come back. Y'all lost a lot of key pieces from that run.
We only lost two
And,
people on defense. That's
I know,
it.
but I mean, like, I think last year was the year. I mean, you know.
So who could you? Because let's just say if Kansas City goes back, I can't believe I'm
I
saying
don't
that.
want. I don't
They're
want.
going.
But
They're
it is
going.
what it is, man. Like some things is out of my hand, and
Yeah.
sports is definitely one of them. But
Oh my goodness, this guy's. But you think it's scripted?
I feel like Vegas has a hand in certain things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been proven that that foul play can be played. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have instances. We didn't had things where it's been cheating and it's been found out afterwards. My Colts have fell victim to that.
Okay.
So you know, it's possible.
Well, you think the Patriots beat your Colts a couple times and it was scripted?
Yeah, they footballs and phone calls and yeah, man, you know
Footballs
what I'm saying?
and phone calls.
Yeah, man, like they didn't. They was trying to keep Tom Brady as the golden child because they know my boy Peyton was tearing them up, and then they sabotaged him. You know what I'm saying? Hurt his neck, and then he ended up coming back and playing for the Broncos because the Colts haven't done right, and we've been cursed ever since.
Yeah. I used to root for y'all.
Yeah, man.
For the Colts?
Yeah. Back when y'all had the man,
Andrew
the quarterback. No. Oh yeah,
Luck?
I liked Luck too,
Luck
but
was my guy,
the
man.
main quarterback, Peyton.
Oh yeah, Peyton, yeah.
So I used to root for Peyton.
Yeah, man.
I was young back then.
I feel like Peyton is the better out of quarterbacks with him and Tom Brady. Me personally.
In terms of throwing, yeah.
Definitely Peyton
Yeah,
better
but
than
he's
a better thrower.
Yeah,
He's
skill.
definitely better than Eli.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I
He's
mean,
better
you
than-
know,
Well-
but you know, everybody got rings at the family table, so it's all good.
All right, so who you guys think is going to make it to the Super Bowl? That's the big question.
Man,
49ers, we going back.
shout out to my boys Trey and K, man. They Niners fans with you too, man.
We
But
going back.
K shit, I don't know. He be Niners and Jets. You know, sometimes people be from somewhere and they be trying to hold on to that. So he be like, "Yeah, man, I'm a Giants fan and I'm a Niners fan." I be like, bruh, you can't have two fans. Like, what about when they play each other? Then who you gonna go against?
Yeah.
I be like, man, don't give me that 2-team shit. I don't like that. But so yeah, K, if you seeing this, pick a side, stay there.
That's like a
But
penalty on both
but I ain't
teams.
gonna lie,
They
man. As
cancel
much as
out.
I hate to say it, and shout out to my boy Cody, he real Kansas City fan. Him and my cousin TC. I do feel like Kansas City
City
probably
go
gonna go back. I don't know who they gonna go against though. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I would say the Ravens, but it seemed like they done took their heart again early. So I don't know.
You know what it is,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
What Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Any team can be beat. Any team can be beat. And offensively, we just as strong as them, right? You know, the thing is with Kansas City is only why I'm gonna say. Don't get me wrong, Kelsey's good. Who was the other? Kelsey's tight end. Who they have another receiver. What's the man name? Brooks. It's not. Is it No, not Flowers. Who am I thinking?
I don't know who you thinking. Pacheco? That's the running back.
I can't remember.
But they did just get this fast kid who's basically going to be the
Yeah.
new Tyreek Hill.
My thing
And
is,
so
if you can isolate Mahomes, your defense got to get the Mahomes.
yeah.
If you can isolate Mahomes, and or you know what Kansas City do? I see they do a lot of times. Like for example, when they played against the Ravens, right? And when they beat the Ravens, Kansas City they played man to man. No man was covered, right? But when we got and played Kansas City, they started playing zone, and then that's what when Shanahan was like, look. He got the decent. Let's go lines. Too many open pockets.
Yeah.
You leaving too much space for him to run. You can't be playing zone. You got to play them man to man. You got to put coverage on them.
Yeah, because
You know
Kansas
what I'm
City, they opportunists. Like,
very
I
opportunists.
ain't gonna lie, like that's one thing about it. You can't really have a bad game with them because
No.
they looking for the chinks in your armor. Like
Exactly.
whatever mistake you make, because most teams lose to them by their own faults, not because Kansas City just beat the shit out of them. It's usually a mistake that the other team make, and they run with it.
And the Super Case in point in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
They
y'all
barely
definitely-
beat us.
Yeah, y'all definitely could have.
You know what I'm saying? They barely
Yeah.
beat. They didn't cover enough. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm.
didn't cover enough on that spread.
Yeah.
And I think that is the key. That's the key. Make Mahomes work hard. Tire him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and don't kick a field goal and expect him to match you a field goal.
Exactly.
He's not going to match you a field goal.
Yeah.
He's going to match you
With them
a
touchdowns.
touchdown.
Watch out.
Yep.
Man.
So let's talk about Tyreek Hill, who
Tyreek
used to
Hill.
be a Kansas City player. He's now in Miami, and he was on his way to the game, their opener against Jacksonville, who they ended up defeating. And he was stopped by police, and he was detained. And the videos came out, and they showed him on the ground with a police officer having his knee in his back.
Yep.
A lot of people were comparing it to like George Floyd, you know, and people were like, "Man, what? How did it get to this point where he could be detained that way?"
Right.
We find out later that a couple of his teammates actually stopped and tried to come over and help him, and they also were detained as well, put in handcuffs and stuff like that. And so it was kind of crazy. It was kind of a chaotic situation because fans were going to tailgate and they're like, "Yo, Tyreek Hill, what's going on?" And they're like filming it.
That's how close
And
you see the stadium in the background.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was crazy. So we also have a clip that we're going to play real quick.
You want to play? All right, let's see here. What Tyreek Hill statement.
Trying to put it all together. So I'm not gonna give you a version that I still don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know, because it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper hat, all that, you know, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, you know, everybody has bad apples in every situation, you know, so I want to be able to, you know, use this platform, you know, to figure out a way to, like, flip this and, you know, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, you know, so that way we can team together and, you know, do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. I wasn't disrespectful, you know, because my mom didn't raise me that way, didn't cuss, didn't do none of that. So, like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out, man. I'm just glad that my teammates were there to, like, support me in that situation, because I felt alone, you know, and when they showed up, it made me realize that we got a good team this year, dog. For them to put their life on the line. You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing to see, man.
Crazy that all this happened. And he said, "Listen, I did not curse. I didn't. You know, my mom didn't raise me that way. Like, what? I don't know why they put me in handcuffs." So I've heard that one of the police officers is actually on administrative duties.
Administrative leave.
No, duties.
Duties?
Yep.
I heard he
didn't
was
say
on
leave. Nope. They did not say leave. Yes, because I listened to it multiple times. They said duties, administrative duties. So he's like at a desk now.
Paper pushing.
That means, yeah, exactly. He's at a desk
doing
instead of out in the field. So
things that they hate to do.
Yep. So what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Man, I think my thought is Tyreek Hill, known in Dade County, known football player. Everybody knew Tyreek Hill. So you can't use the excuse they didn't know who he was. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much I think Plies or somebody posted, and I was thinking the same thing. I said, yo, this will be Trump's America if he give cops immunity. No matter, no matter how famous you are, how much money you got, you black.
That was heavy.
Get face down and put your knee. I'm gonna put my knee on your back. You know what I'm saying? It just, and like he said, what if he wasn't Tyreek Hill?
Right.
This dude, and they pull him out a Lambo. It was a Lambo with the doors up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you know who he was. You know exactly who the man was. I don't know what the situation is, man, but it's unfortunate. Then I heard something about a routine traffic stop. But even if he was speeding, does it warrant that?
No.
I mean, does it warrant that, to take it that extreme? Which
is hard to believe he's speeding being that close to the stadium, but go on.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I just was saying, like, if he gets in there and he give cops immunity, they wouldn't have to justify anything. It wouldn't be no investigation, nothing. They'd be like, yeah, we did it, and what? Only person above the law they would say only person above the law is them, nobody else.
The king. I'm just kidding. So what do you think, Q?
I think that was very unfortunate. Especially being young black males or black males in general. I think it's disturbing seeing stuff like that because when you see a lot of those situations, you see yourself in those situations because it's like, man, this guy. NFL player, superstar, millionaire.
Successful.
Doing all the right things. And just because he speeds, he's put in a position where he probably could have lost his life. And you know what I'm saying? So that's real disturbing. I felt like that definitely was unwarranted. The use of force was definitely not warranted for all of that. Miami is one of those cities where, the stars are there. So, they're used to seeing black people in cars and stuff and nice cars and stuff like that. Plus, they have exotic rentals down there. So they probably I think they honestly didn't know. I think they honestly probably didn't know because a lot of times with football versus basketball, a lot of times people, they see the jersey, they see the helmets. They rarely see the face. A lot of times people can't put the face with the person. A lot of times with football, with basketball, you know what I'm saying? It's right there. Everybody's visible. So, you know what I'm saying? And these are white men. They could give a fuck. They probably ain't even like, Dolphin fans or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could probably care less. Like, white people don't really care too much about our world like that at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, white people love entertainment. That's probably people like, how did y'all didn't know it was Tyreek Hill? Obviously, these folks ain't no football fans. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they might like regular football, like soccer. But they definitely wasn't on that, didn't care who he was. But I feel like no matter who he was, he didn't deserve that, and I really definitely agree. Like, what if he wasn't Tyreek Hill? You know what I'm saying? It would have just been another sad situation. And it's when you said that with the Trump situation, yeah, that kind of hit me a little bit different too, because it's like, man, it's like, whew, it's about to go down, and it's like, what's because it's like it's a lot of give and take, and with politicians, they only can cover so much ground, but I think it's a lot more to it than just like a star getting arrested and stuff like that. That situation speaks volumes in so much different ways, and we can make so much subtopics about it. But I'm just thankful that he wasn't hurt.
Right.
He was able to play. He was able to win.
Yeah.
And he was able to make it back home to his family. So I hope everything works out
for him. And that's funny. You said that he wins, so let me go on to say, and Hill recorded a game high of 130 receiving yards against the Jaguars, including an 80-yard touchdown, the longest of his career. Yeah. So he went on to win, made it back home to his family, and he won in a great fashion. And then when he did win, did you see the picture of when they was celebration when he acted like he was getting arrested?
Yeah. So yeah, it was.
What you think about it?
It was interesting. I mean, I was just like, how do you get to that point where you have him on the ground and you sticking your knee in his back? How do you get to that point?
Exactly. Over
that to me,
traffic stop.
Yeah, over a traffic stop. I mean, I guess we'll learn more, but I mean, like, to me, nothing warrants that. Right. I mean, obviously, like, he's a successful guy by the car that he's driving, but y'all are, they just didn't give a F. I mean, that reminds me of, like, what Kanye talks about. Like, even though you in a Benz.
Still a nigga in the coupe.
That's right. Yep. So,
far as they are concerned, we know what we are.
Yeah,
we know we were never, like CeeLo said, the truth be told, we were never eggers at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just adopted that only in America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody else, only here. Oh, we flipped it and took the word and power, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But the truth be told, we were never that at all. You know what I'm saying? But just like you say, Brooks, so like Kanye said, as far as they're concerned, even if you in the band, you still a word in the coupe.
Exactly.
So
boy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, Jay-Z said that too, innit? Rich,
Speaking,
you know what
good segue. Speaking of Jay-Z,
yeah.
And keeping it in football, it was announced that Kendrick Lamar,
K-Dot,
Mr. Not Like Us himself, is going to be performing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl in 2025. He actually, made a couple disses at Drake during his announcement.
Rightfully so.
Talking about in the commercial?
Yeah, in the commercial.
Right.
I must have. What
Drake
did he say?
I
must have missed those.
So Drake has been talking about a round 2.
Yeah,
and
I heard
he basically inside of the clip was like, no round 2s. So that was like a little diss.
You think that's a diss?
Oh yeah, come on now.
Oh yeah, it's a response. It's like,
that's just a response. That's
but
not
I
mean, he was taking a little dig.
Yeah, he was taking a jab at him.
No, he was replying back to what he said.
Okay,
I don't look at it as a diss.
Come on now, we know it's Kendrick. I
don't think it's a diss.
This man has an unhealthy obsession with Drake.
Nah, Drake.
He has an unhealthy loser. Exactly. He has an unhealthy obsession with Drake.
Who wants a round 2, K-Dot or Drake?
Drake, he the one that's steady posting and dropping music that ain't nobody
He
listening
always
to.
does that though.
But
Right.
Drake's
He's
still
been doing that from the beginning.
Drake is still doing subliminal
He
diss.
being extra, man.
He's still
I ain't
doing
gonna
disses.
Nah.
Drake is doing sneak disses.
He's
Listen.
doing very hoish.
Come on
things
now,
the
seeing
he's
world.
him
doing sneak
inside
diss.
of the studio, you gotta admit that was great. That was awesome.
Nah.
Him in the studio, everybody's been talking about.
sneak-
He
sneak
doesn't do
diss?
his own raps,
this
and he
is-
doesn't do anything,
And that's cool.
and all this
but
other
it don't-
stuff.
But it's like, all right, what is that proving though? What is that proving?
He the goat. All right, let's stick to KD.
Yeah. See,
let's stick to K Dot.
All right.
We'll come back to this. We'll come back to this.
Some of the fans in New Orleans. Let me
All
ask
right, so
y'all.
yeah. What did y'all think of all this?
But hold on. Do y'all think the fans? First off, what do y'all think about K Dot doing Super Bowl? What do you think? Q?
Yeah, Q. Go.
In New Orleans.
I think, you know what? Shout out to him. I feel like, as far as like artist wise, you know, he do deserve these type of looks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He worked really hard to get where he's at, and just to have his lyrical ability and to be marketable, it's extraordinary because, you know, as far as the people that's in his realm, they usually don't sell that much records. You know, they really not that notable. It's for the people that's in his lane. But I really feel like they missed the ball with this one, and I know a lot of people from New Orleans. Shout out to Fendi P, that's my guy. Shout out to all the Jets, Big Musa, Currency, everybody that I rock with in New Orleans. Seeing the New Orleans culture, you know, they're really big on each other, supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really a strong community there. Like, when New Orleans is one of the few places I go to where it just feels like everybody kind of loves everybody. Like, you know, everybody kind of talk the same and stuff like that. It really ain't too much colorism there. I'm pretty sure it is there, but as far as like the people that you mix with, it's not. It's a big culture pool. But I just feel like, you know, it just don't make sense. It really don't make sense. But a lot of times they do things that don't make sense. And I just feel like with this situation is wrong for a few reasons. For one, Kendrick just got a look in 2022 with Dr. Dre and Eminem. Like, he was able to get a piece of that slot, which was major, and it was in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Wayne, I don't think Wayne hasn't been a part of any Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, so that's point one. Point two, I believe that they're doing the Super Bowl again in LA in 2027.
Oh, really?
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he can, you know, possibly do that, you know, and you know, it probably be a stronger performance and probably be more meaningful too. So, in my third point, you know, he's been riding this wave pretty much since the top of the year. And, you know, he's pretty much shut down the summer and stuff like that. Got a big smash for the summer. The Super Bowl is in February. Like, I just don't know if the flame is still going to be that hot when February comes. I feel like the world's probably going to be on to some other stuff. I'm not really a big fan of dragging last year's stuff into the new year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really going to be looking forward to hearing like a Not Like Us like in
I like that word, dragging.
2025. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's start fresh.
What about
you know
Euphoria?
What I'm saying? I mean, Euphoria is cool, but it's like Not Like Us. It's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's doing crazy numbers. It's like, I think it's like multi-platinum right now. Like, I mean, I get it, but like, I just don't think it's right. I just don't think it's right. And people will be like, oh man, well, usually people don't do stuff in their hometowns, and that's not right either. Like, when they had Maroon 5 doing the Super Bowl in Atlanta with that rich history of music in Atlanta, like, that wasn't right either. So the interject, they did ask Outkast. Did they?
Yeah, they wanted Outkast, but you know what happened?
What happened?
Dre did not want to cut the song short.
Oh.
Yeah, Dre did, and Big Boy and Dre did. Now they look back at it and laugh, and they was like, "No, you got to." Dre's like, "Nope, not gonna happen, not gonna happen." So Big was like, you know,
I
so
respect.
Jay didn't want to cut the song.
I
You only got what 15-minute segment, I believe.
Yeah. I respect Dre as an artist, and I respect his mind on that. And hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is.
But now Dre is saying that, man, you know. Now I'm thinking back on it now, I probably should have went on ahead and cut
well,
the
you got to
song.
eat that, Dre. You know,
Yeah,
and we would have loved to
yeah.
seen it too. Like, I'm lucky that I got to see them guys do their thing in Centennial Park, and yeah, man, I just don't think it's right, man. I think like Weezy was definitely, especially with the Hot Boys reunion, all the stuff that's in the air, how much, like what he did at the Essence Fest and all that, man. It just makes so much sense. And like I said, like what better way to honor Wayne and give him his flowers because like. I feel like he hasn't been properly honored for what he has contributed to the game. This is probably arguably like one of the top 3 rappers of all time.
Exactly.
Even maybe artists. And like Wayne is responsible for giving us Drake, giving us Nicki Minaj. Like he's responsible for how a lot of people dress, how a lot of people look, the habits that people done picked up over the years, like the good and the bad. Like Wayne is responsible for a whole lot. And to not give him that credit, like, because people are like, well, what has he done lately? What has Usher done lately? Woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
His
like
residency.
And that's cool, but I'm talking about, like, music-wise.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a few.
No, he putting out good music,
preaching.
But not as, like, it's like probably at the same level as a Lil Wayne. Like Lil Wayne's still doing his thing too. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne is like very relevant. So I feel like this is the proper time, and there's no better way for him to get his flowers than to do it in New Orleans, a place that has suffered so much loss. You know what I'm saying, with Katrina and stuff like that. Yeah. Like it just makes so much sense, and it would mean so much to the people of New Orleans. Y'all already coming in their place doing as y'all please and stuff like that for the weekend when all that happens. At least y'all could do is make it right for the culture, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't think, and I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with this statement. I don't think Kendrick is the bigger artist than Lil Wayne. At the moment right now, yeah. But to say that Kendrick is greater than Lil Wayne, and I don't really want to make it that kind of contest, but he's not.
But I understand.
He's not a Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has done so much, man. Changed the mixtape game.
Yes.
All the dedications and stuff like that. Like
Lil Wayne low-key made me want to become a rapper when he was doing his thing in 2008.
And he definitely is one of the people that inspired me. So it's like, I feel like Wayne deserved this, man. I feel like they robbing New Orleans and they definitely robbing him. And I really hope that they kind of mend this. Like, because they still got time to fix this. If I was Kendrick, I would kind of pass the torch just like how T.I. was able to pass the torch when it was supposed to be T.I. and Gucci in the versus battle. But that's not what the people wanted. The people wanted Jeezy versus Gucci. Now, granted, it took a lot to make that happen, but they made it happen. So I feel like the people have the power. If the people protest enough, like we can get Lil Wayne in there.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because of everything that's going on that has accomplished this whole ordeal. Yeah, I'm thinking that what I think would happen and what I would do. Kendrick could do his segment, but bring Wayne out.
No. He should not be second. He should not be a guest at home. No.
But I'm because he's already locked in.
I wouldn't play second
unless Rock Nation go back and
they gonna have to make it right.
I think I would say he can bring Wayne out.
I wouldn't do it.
Let Wayne do a couple of his songs.
Let Wayne. See, all this shit just sounds wrong.
Well, reason why
Wayne do something.
Come on, preach it.
Reason why I say that because they already
I'm not with Rock Nation on this one, man.
They already gave him the contract.
I'm so glad that you came over to the Drake team.
No, I'm not over there.
I think that's
OVO.
Nah. I rock with Cash Money Young Money.
But I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that would be the thing to do. Hey, you know what? Go ahead and put it on Wayne. Yeah. And that'd be cool to see Cash Money, them boys, because they're New Orleans. And then they could probably even let P come up.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Cash Money and No Limit, like that would have been
cool. That'd have been cool, right?
But peep this though. there's not gonna be no next time. Like if they don't fix this, there's no next time. Like Lil Wayne is in a good state where he at right now. Like they done pretty much got all the times met. So what they gonna have Lil Wayne perform in LA or perform in this place? It's not gonna hit the same.
Here's
you know
the thing, though. Here's the thing.
If they don't do it this time, then they ruin it.
What you're not really talking about is who's at the head and who's in charge of this. Okay.
Right.
The NFL put Jay-Z in charge of this. And we know that Jay-Z is a low-key hater of Wayne because of what Wayne was able to do in the game. And not only that, furthermore, okay, he's low-key beefing with Drake. Now, Academics talked about this a while back. He said, listen, there's a big rapper. And a lot of people thought it was like, J. Cole or 21 Savage and all these other people. He said, listen, there's a big rapper who ain't really with Drake no more. Okay, he used to be, but he ain't really with Drake no more. And when you really analyze what's been going on, Drake dropped his album before Beyonce did. Jay-Z wasn't really about that, okay? And so there was a lot of that kind of stuff going on, and their relationship has really soured, on top of the fact that Jay-Z isn't really with Wayne. He doesn't really rock with Wayne.
Why?
So for them,
low key,
for him,
they did have a good relationship
at a moment,
like in 2018.
Yeah, remember they had the Carter.
Yeah,
they had the Carter.
But nah, he helped Wayne out. But when Wayne was in financial trouble and stuff like that too. So
and it's really sad to see, by the way, because
but
there's a clip of Lil Wayne out there where he's like, yo, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I really want to do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put out some more music because I want to make it undeniable for them to not put me out there. Yeah. Okay. He's really pleading for it.
Yeah, his manager said he was disappointed behind this.
Yeah.
And really Jay-Z is behind the scenes helping out Kendrick here because he doesn't like Drake and he doesn't really mess with Wayne. And that's what the truth is.
Why would he mess with Wayne? When it was cool, I don't understand.
I think it really is because it's kind of like picking a side type of thing.
I think it's jealousy though too.
I think it's and I don't
There's
know,
a little jealousy
because Wayne is a little bit better rapper than Jay-Z. I'm just gonna put it.
And it's a little bit of politics in the background. You know what I'm saying? Because you got Nicki Minaj, who she beefing with right now. Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Who's Meg Thee Stallion signed to? Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? See, that's something that's going over people's head right now too. So I feel like it ain't really too much love between the camps, and I feel like Jay-Z is trying to get Birdman back because when Jay-Z was trying to sign Lil Wayne, Birdman wasn't going for it.
Right.
And I think it was some Wayne verses that needed to be cleared for certain songs, and I think Birdman didn't clear them. So this could be the payback from way back. But
all three of y'all,
you know what I'm saying? This, like I said, I just feel like, damn man, like Hove and them should understand. Like everybody that's a part of this, they should understand how important this is for Lil Wayne.
It's pettiness.
This is very petty.
Egos
and
involved,
it's taken
man.
away from the culture. You know what I'm saying?
You got egos involved, but I think.
Let me just. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick though.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then y'all can agree or disagree, whatever. But I get what you're saying.
I'm about to go in on Kendrick.
But I think what's going because of so much people's feeling a certain way about this. I think he gonna bring Wayne out there. I think he gonna bring Wayne. I think that's what I would do.
But then
I would bring
Jay-Z
Wayne
and Dr. Dre are very close. Jay-Z been writing for Dr. Dre for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a lot going
Dre
on.
And Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, it's just
By the way,
this some real industry shit.
Let me just go in here and just talk about Kendrick for a couple minutes here.
And it better be all good shit.
By the way,
because Kendrick ain't asked for this.
First of all,
no,
stop it.
I feel like we gotta
Kendrick
leave him
didn't
out
ask
of
for
this.
this.
Please.
He didn't ask for this.
Yeah, he ain't got no.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Kendrick is dragging this beef out, okay?
Oh my
and I bet you he probably went to him personally and said, "Hey, can you put me in the Super Bowl? It would be a great moment." Okay, and here we are. We're trying to go all the way to February, dragging this fucking beef out all the way to February. Here we go.
He be thinking scientific too. So he's like, damn, we gonna go on Black History Month.
This boy,
exactly.
Here we go. Bayless.
Here we go with this stuff. Okay, and by the way, can we let's just be honest, y'all. How many people have been behind Drake in this whole entire beef? Okay, Kendrick has had to have Future. He's had to have Rick Ross. He's had to have Metro Boomin. All these people to help him out with this beef. All right, Drake has had nobody on his team.
Hey, but he didn't
and now
ask
he's
them.
got Jay-Z. This man got Jay-Z now. All right, listen, this man, I've lost a little bit of respect for him because you have to get all these people. Why can't you fight man to man? Why are we going man to man on this?
As far as I know,
all right,
they jumped.
You got to get all
He
these
ain't got
people in order for you to come on here and win this beef in the court of public opinion. Okay, how many people did Drake have? Drake don't have nobody. At this point, it's 40v1. People were talking about a 20v1. This is a 40v1. And you got all these people coming out here to help you. And listen, we got to stop it with this, Drake was he was the one that was on top and Kendrick was the underdog. No, Kendrick was never the underdog, okay? One person has 16 Grammys. One person has a Pulitzer Prize. One person had the culture behind them. One person had all of these things. What did Drake have? Drake is a biracial guy from Canada, okay? And he came in, went in here to the rap game and made it a 15-year career. That's why it's goated. And that's why I picked Drake over everybody.
He's got a lot of
it's
accolades
goated.
too, though.
Yeah, Drake got
it's goated.
You didn't name him, but he does
Greatness.
have a lot of accolades.
But I think he getting into a little bit of conspiracy. I don't think he asked
what?
When you just early said that Drake want to have a round two.
Yeah.
You ain't said Kendrick went around. You said Drake went around. So that means Drake want to keep the beef going.
And I ain't gonna lie, he wants some get back because he like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that's why I said on a prior episode of this, you take away all the noise, all the politics, all this other stuff. It doesn't take away from the lyrical ass whipping.
Please,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's one thing you can't fake. You can't fake the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
It was a lose-lose from the beginning.
I mean, it probably don't help that Drake done did a lot of bullshit.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because you leave out like how many.
It was a lose-lose.
How much pillow talking has Drake done? How much, Drake has done a lot to blemish his image. And just by being a freaky
and think about it.
guy.
And think about it. If Kendrick never responded, he says a freaky 69 guy. If Kendrick never responded, no one would be saying Kendrick
yes, they would. Stop the cap.
How can you win something when you don't respond?
They was already saying it.
No, man.
They was already saying it.
I think people just felt like people just felt like Kendrick was the better rapper. Like and from the start. Because, Kendrick does things that Drake hasn't done. You never see no freestyle tapes of Drake, have you? Out of all those videos and stuff like that. Because he
don't freestyle.
Look how we can find tons of videos. Yeah. It's legendary. Him freestyling in the car with J-Rock. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, see, Drake sings ballads.
He sings.
It's cultural.
He can rap too.
You know
Drake is a crooner. He's a crooner.
Yeah, Drake can rap too. And
He's
that's what Drake fans be like. He can do that too.
Yeah. Drake,
he's just as good.
Oh my gosh!
But
the Kendrick fans be trying to say that he can do what Drake does.
Nah.
Kendrick fans have been saying that.
And I ain't gonna lie.
They've been saying that, though.
I disagree with that.
Yeah,
They've been saying that.
Kendrick can't sing now.
Kendrick
can't sing.
That's one thing I will agree on.
Yeah, he cannot
Kendrick cannot do what Drake do.
No, he cannot.
But Drake can't do what
I'm
Kendrick
just saying that
do.
Kendrick has had to have all these people behind him.
I don't think he had to.
Come on now.
But it doesn't help. But it doesn't help that they there.
He now got Jay-Z. You want to talk about the
it's
real?
Just a lot of people not liking Drake at the same time.
This man assembled a real.
That's all.
What do you call it?
On this food.
I can't even think about it right now. What am I trying to say?
Because you're lying. Because you're lying.
It's all good.
He assembled the Avengers in order to come after Drake.
Oh, okay.
But dude,
he assembled the Avengers.
But think about it though.
He's got Jay-Z now.
Even though he had all these people, nobody put out no tracks against. And if they did, there wasn't even nothing to even talk about. We ain't even talk about no tracks. Even what Rick Ross did, what was that?
Yeah.
That was nothing.
Yeah, that was
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, please.
That
when that was
wasn't
coming
anything.
out, y'all were like, oh, yeah, he called him white boy. Oh, my God. He
No,
called him white boy.
I laugh at his
Everybody
comedic
was
side.
laughing at that.
I do laugh at his comedic side. Cause Ross is funny.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got nothing to do with the beat.
Why was he even dissing Drake when y'all was on I'm on one together with Lil Wayne and everybody and Drake and all that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
why you even trying to
Ross
diss
stuff
Drake?
was unwarranted, but it's a lot of stuff that going in the industry behind.
too, man. It was
you know?
unwarranted too.
Yeah,
you beef with the dude, got cool. Now you gonna jump back and try to beef with the dude for no reason, just to jump on something to make yourself relevant.
Like, I feel like A$AP Rocky, like he ain't even had to say nothing either. Like
Exactly.
I would just be enjoying. I'd be like, yeah, I got it now, player.
Yeah,
and she got both of my babies. Now what? Yeah. I don't need a diss. My life is a diss.
Exactly. What's the? I mean, come on,
telling you, boy.
People be butthurt by the ego, man. The rest of the other stuff was noise. That's fluff. Just it's between Kendrick and Drake. That's it.
But if I was a Drake fan, though, if I was, like I said, I rock with both of them boys' music. But if I was a Drake fan, I definitely would be looking like, man, damn, this is unfair. You know what I'm saying? Because in a lot of battles, you don't really have a lot of joining in from other people.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all got to realize that this is unprecedented. How many people did...
it's president, but it's like I said...
Come on, not in a rap battle.
Drake just piss off
I hope one day they give us the industry secrets that lets us know, like, yo, what was really going on behind the scenes?
Okay, how many people were with Nas? Because you guys always bring that up. You always bring up the beef between...
The city was divided.
Okay.
The city was divided.
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. But
how many people... He's trying to mute my mic. You see that,
So
right?
wait a minute. How many people... But how many people were with Pac?
There's a lot of people who didn't like Jay-Z.
But who was with Pac, though?
The West Coast was a Pac and the East Coast was a Biggie.
No. I'm talking about rappers, y'all. I'm talking about rappers.
Oh, he had the Outlaws.
Look at these a million rappers.
Outlaws.
But did they help him in the beef versus Biggie?
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean,
So what is Kendrick?
The Outlaws did.
What is Kendrick doing now?
The Outlaws did.
He had a million people behind him.
But Biggie didn't respond.
Yeah, Biggie
just took like sub shots and stuff.
It was
like
the
that.
Avengers. The Avengers
But
have
dude,
come out with Kendrick.
Who else had a... I mean, like I just said, man, nobody else, whoever had beef with Drake, like dude just said, why A$AP said something, right? That ain't nothing to do with him and with Drake and Kendrick. Then Rick Ross jumping in claiming just not all that stuff is irrelevant.
Yeah,
that's just
noise.
None
of them they hit. None of them hit.
Exactly.
We're not talking about none of them.
Exactly.
We're talking about just Kendrick. Like as far as like the verbal stuff, like we only focusing on him and Kendrick.
That's it.
Like we ain't mentioning
other
no Ross.
people,
We ain't mentioning none of them.
Dude.
Now they around the side dishes and stuff like that.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Make the meal look bigger, but
here's what I feel like. Truthfully, y'all are being played and y'all don't see it. Okay, this man, they had everybody come out at the same time to come after Drake, including Kanye. And then they made sure everybody else that was a part of Drake's camp was silent. And you don't think that this was a concerted effort?
So you think they're trying to destroy
You don't
his
think
career?
this was a concerted effort?
So you saying Kendrick told
by the way,
everybody to come out
Kanye
against
said
Drake?
it out loud. He said the elimination of Drake. He said that out loud.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you. You think Kendrick told everybody to get on this beef and go against Drake?
Listen, it definitely looks like that. It definitely looks like that.
I think other people had reasons to not like Drake.
Everybody came out at the right time.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me that all these disses came out around the same time, but none of them came out the same day?
Nah, you know
none of them came out around it was no like steppage. There was no steppage.
No. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Y'all are being played like a fiddle.
I'm gonna tell you
what
what it is.
Y'all don't even see it.
Hey, check us out. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna give you all a perfect example of what it is. You know when there's a domestic dispute between a man and a woman, right? And he been getting away with kids like Diddy, for example, right? Oh, Bill Cosby. Oh, Harvey Weinstein. When one get enough courage to come out, then everybody come out. Right. I think that's what it was.
Right.
Because Kendrick finally responded, then everybody's like, oh, you know what? Let's jump on Kendrick coattail. Yeah. We don't like you neither. And if you think about it, it was funny, but BBL Drizzy didn't even hit. Yeah. And Drake put that in the song.
Did. People were talking about that.
Yeah, because it was funny. But Drake even turned around, which I think was smart. He put that in the song and remixed it and looped. You know. Let
me say this.
So
Kendrick better drop from right now to February. He better drop a fucking album.
Oh, he ain't worrying about it. He got the Super
Bowl.
His
ass ain't gonna be able to do it.
He got the Super Bowl, so he ain't worrying about it.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
Super Bowl.
But
because ain't nobody trying to hear "Not Like Us" a million times at the Super Bowl. I can tell you right now, but you know he gonna have to play it a million times.
This ain't the pop out.
I might have to turn that Super Bowl halftime show off.
He can't do it 100 times.
He gonna be like, "Oh, let's do it again."
He probably gonna stop at A minor. He probably stop at A minor and then do something else. But I think, man,
goats don't worry about one hit wonders.
Like what I say, If he do that, his song, he do that, then I think the floor need to open up and Lil Wayne need to just jump out there. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
Lil
what
Wayne
I'm
just need to
saying.
bust up out
How
there.
awkward would Lil Wayne look standing next to this guy, and this guy is at war with his mans? Like it just wouldn't. There's no place for Wayne.
I hope
in there.
Lil Wayne don't go out there.
It's either Wayne or not.
Damn, that's a good perspective that you say. You think if he extended to say, hey, Wayne, man, come out and do a couple of things, you think Wayne would do it?
No, I think Wayne would be like, nah, man.
Because
I think he'd do it.
Because of Drake?
I don't know. It's gonna have to
See,
be.
it's
I mean,
hard to say.
everything can be negotiated.
That's true. It's hard to say because you got a valid point, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then Brooks saying that he think he'd do it because Wayne always want to do Super Bowl. But you
Yeah.
got a valid point too.
Yeah,
So I don't
and
know.
that's what I'm
That's
saying. Like Wayne
that's-
is a sports fanatic too.
Exactly.
This nigga Kendrick don't know nothing about no
Exactly.
damn football. I don't even see him knowing about no football. This
Team
nigga,
Drake.
Man, Lil Wayne been no.
OVO.
I'm Wheezy. Wheezy is not OVO.
Wheezy F
Wheezy
baby.
is Cash Money,
Yeah.
Young Money. I'm
Wheezy F
I'm
baby.
Team New Orleans. I love New Orleans. I got the most love and respect for New Orleans. New Orleans, I feel like that might be my fourth home.
Oh,
You know
yeah?
what I'm saying? I got so much second and third homes. and
October's
stuff
very
like
own.
that.
I've been to Louisiana, but I've been to
But
JRTC
but
in
yeah,
the box.
nah.
Is that
but
that's
yeah,
what-
but don't
you
try
been
to
there?
get no rep off of Lil Wayne.
Hey,
This ain't got nothing to do with
All right,
Drake.
we
You
got
was
to
in
move
the
on.
Air
We got to
Force,
move
right?
on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, you didn't go to JRTC.
Yeah, I
You-
did. I went to Yard.
In Louisiana?
No, hell no.
We was in Louisiana in the box. They call it the box. I think it was either Baton Rouge or we was in the sticks. I ain't seen no parts in New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
No parts. But I want to go to New Orleans though. I heard it's a lovely city, man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful city.
Real quick, I
Alright,
just want to
yeah.
say R.I.P. to
Yes.
legendary actor James Earl Jones,
I didn't
who
know.
passed away at 93 years old.
King
Oh, he's
Joffrey
93?
Yeah,
That's a beautiful
Damn.
life,
For-
boy.
I mean,
Yeah.
the voice, man. A lot of people know like Morgan Freeman and all that. This guy was before him.
This
I
Way
mean,
before him.
Darth Vader was like,
Yeah.
that
Dude,
voice.
Conan.
Man. Yeah.
Conan. He was in Conan and everything, man. The original Fences.
Yeah,
Lion
James Earl
King too,
Jones,
wasn't it?
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lion King.
legendary.
Coming to America, the first one.
Yeah.
Which is my
King
favorite
Joffrey
one.
Joff.
Yeah.
What was? Didn't he do some baseball? Wasn't there a baseball movie?
Yeah,
in
yeah, there was.
What's that baseball movie called?
Was it Angel?
I haven't
in the
seen that in
Outfield?
forever.
No. The Sandlot.
The Sandlot.
The Sandlot
Okay.
with them kids.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
the
yeah.
Sandlot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Goated
Man,
for sure.
R.I.P. to him and R.I.P. to Rich Homie Quan too, man.
Man, R.I.P. to
yeah.
Rich
That's
Homie
definitely
Quan,
unfortunate, man. You know,
R.I.P.
you got
to-
I was-
93 and you got 30. Well, he was about 34.
34. Yeah.
Yeah.
34 years old and 93. When you die of natural causes at 93, it's a sad, but that's a little easy on the
Yeah,
heart
it's more
versus
like
when
a-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you 34, close to our age, and you pass like that, man, that's very, very unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sending condolences and prayers to his family.
Most definitely.
And he was real tight with his father and his girlfriend. They opened up
Yeah.
about the situation too, you know.
Yeah.
He said he's supposed to do some shows, I think, out in, I don't know, I think in Miami or something like that. And his dad was going
Yeah.
to come out, and he talked to him. And who would ever thought that was the last time you talked to your son, you know?
Yeah,
So,
and that's another reason more so to give people their flowers while they here. That's why I'm really
Yeah,
petitioning for
for real.
Wayne, because like it's like, man, like Rich Homie, like after the fallout with Thug and stuff like that, like the industry was kind of pushing them to the side. Like they wasn't really messing with him. They wasn't really rocking with him. So a lot of people was showing a lot of fake love, and it's sad that had to happen for him to get the flowers that he deserved, because Rich Homie, you know, he was a big part of Atlanta's music scene and then taking it nationally, you know what I'm saying? He had a real solid grind. And I felt like it was just definitely unfair for folks to stop messing with him and kind of blackballing him and pushing him to the back burner because of another artist. So like I really hope the industry really realizes that we need to really stick to the music and leave the politicians to the politicians. Like all this picking sides stuff and all that, like we in a real choosy world, man, and it's like it's crazy. It's like you want to stay on this side because this side is where the resources at, but if you don't stick with this, if you stick with this person, you might catch a stray. Like you might not be able to work with this artist, and it shouldn't be like that, man. To me, it's real lame, but you know, you work with who you want to work with, you rock who you want to rock with. But I just feel like we shouldn't wait till people pass away to start showing love and stuff like that. Like we know these people are capable of rocking shows and doing things. You know what I'm saying? Let's not shun these people, man. Keep giving people these opportunities. Give people a chance to provide for their family and keep making generational wealth. Just because certain people don't mess with each other, it shouldn't be the rise and fall of someone's career. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And the next time, this person won't get their flowers until they seen about. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. It's not cool.
It's not cool at all, man. With that being said, man, check on your loved ones, regardless of what they're going through.
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely check on your loved ones.
Most definitely,
man.
Even the strong ones.
Yeah, they cross your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Even the strong ones.
Yeah, they cross your mind for a reason.
Yeah, man.
Check on your loved ones.
A lot of people fighting silent battles, including myself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get into that on another episode.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I ain't the focus right now. But
but you want our loved ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
respect,
we got you up here with us, you know what I mean?
Respect. I appreciate y'all.
Check on your loved ones.
I appreciate y'all. For sure.
All right. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have been going at it all season to fight for the Rookie of the Year award.
Salute to them girls.
They've been doing it. They've been going crazy, and it's been a really great season for the WNBA. A lot of people have been watching it and stuff like that. But we just heard some unfortunate news about Angel Reese. She is out for the season now with a wrist injury that she suffered, and so a lot of people are kind of saying, basically like Caitlin Clark has it with the Rookie of the Year award. So unfortunate to see Angel Reese go down, because this, that whole them versus each other, Angel Reese has been getting the double doubles. She's been setting double records, and
damn good rookie.
So
damn good rookie season, man.
I mean, I love watching all the rookies and seeing what they're able to do. So
they hungry.
Yeah, for real.
So unfortunate to see. Caitlin Clark, though, has been setting records with 3-pointers and, all kinds of stuff that she's been doing. What do you guys think lately? Because I think a lot of people, she's had this controversy with Cheryl Swoops, who won't even acknowledge her.
She won't acknowledge Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, she actually had to be taken off one of the games because she's one of the commentators.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
And she had to be taken out of one of the games because she won't say Caitlin Clark's name.
Why is that?
Wow.
Because she just doesn't like her. But I think that
she just don't like her.
I think she doesn't like the media hype around her and the people who are Caitlin Clark fans.
You know what, man? I'll be honest with you. That's truly unfortunate, man, because, and I know it is the media, but really it's not Caitlin Clark's fault. She's just playing ball. The media.
And she's doing great, by the way.
Yeah, she's doing great. And Angel Reese is doing great too. They both are phenomenal players. It's just the media putting the hype around her. And the media put them two against each other. Like Angel Reese said, she'd known Caitlin Clark for years. They played AAU, played against, she played against her for a long time. And, they both just playing ball. That's what they're doing. And the media pick and choose to build these stories around these players. But I think it's unfortunate because it's not Caitlin Clark's fault. She's just hooping. She's just playing ball and I can see some people gripe the way they feel like, man, why is she getting all up? But we've been balling for the longest, and I understand that. I feel you, but don't. I don't think it's you should look at her per se. It's not like she calling the media and y'all focus on me, don't focus on them. The media just choosing to do that. The great white hype.
Right.
Or the great white hope, I should say. Great white, because she ain't no hype job. Because she
like that.
She can ball. So I'll say the great white hope. The media just choosing to do that. And come on, man, we live in America. I mean, there's always going to be some undertone racial things. If not outright blatant racist, and I'm not going to even call it that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be some undertone thing. It's woven into the very fabric of our society.
Yeah.
When people realize that and stop saying America isn't this way, yes, it is. Come on, man. When Tyreek Hill just had a knee on his, you know what I'm saying? Tyreek Hill just had a knee on his back You know, for a routine traffic stop. Come on, man, y'all. Stop it. Cut
Y'all
it
can
out.
try to
cut
suppress it all you want to.
Yeah, it's
But the people,
undertone things.
the people that's not on TV and the politicians, the people that really got to live in this world,
Exactly.
it's going to be constant reminders
always,
why
man.
it's still very real that this is still
And
America.
and this is this is slightly off subject. There was a judge. Y'all heard about that? They just got her on. Recorded, a white judge saying that all the blacks are lazy and this and that and the third. And she's like, tell me, I'm not racist. I'm a new racist. This is a judge they got recorded. They just caught her recording her saying she's a white judge, female judge. So therefore, a lot of black folks is not going to get a fair shake in the society. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be through the court system, through the media, at your job, or what have you. And it's just unfortunate, it's just the people who's in control, that's just what they do.
No,
you know what I mean?
sure.
It's always going to be an undertone. But I'm not calling this a blatantly racist thing between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And like I said, I don't think it's not Caitlin Clark's fault. She's just balling. Yeah. The media just choosing to highlight her.
I would say yes and no to this subject. Yes, there are some people who it is about the great white hope. Mm-hmm. But the majority of people just see a great star being a star. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those people. I just see somebody who has taken the game from here to another level. And so, yeah, you guys can talk about like the racial stuff because a lot of that is true, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I just see if there was another player, which we're going to see Juju when she comes out, and if she is great, if she can elevate the game the way that Caitlin Clark has elevated the game, everybody's going to be right there because you cannot deny greatness. Okay? Yeah. So for me, I mean, I just look at, everybody's talking about all these other players in the WNBA and what they've done and all this other stuff. But if they were doing it if they were elevating the game, if they were breaking these records the way that both of these players, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they're breaking records. In their rookie year.
Blowing shit
and
out the water.
And people are still acting like this ain't nothing and, we got all these other players who doing this, doing that. It's like, but are they doing this?
They're just going to get
Are they hitting these shots from half court? Are they, doing, what was it, 30 double-doubles or 20-something double-doubles in a row?
Yeah, these girls are different breed.
Come on now. This ain't nothing.
These girls are different breed.
I mean, we got to acknowledge that.
If Juju comes in and Juju don't get the hype that Caitlin get, then you can definitely say there's something going on.
If Juju
doesn't get that hype,
pulls up from the half-court line and drills it, she will get the hype. I promise you.
Oh, no. Juju deserved the hype because Juju she's just going to be a sophomore and she already going to surpass Caitlin record by the time she becomes a junior.
But listen, if she comes in and she's doing the same thing that these other WNBA players are doing, which is, we're getting down low, we'll go to the basket and just shoot layups and if she's doing that same thing, she will get lost in the sauce, so to speak.
She's going to get the hype?
If she's doing that same thing that the other WNBA players are doing,
well, you got to realize too. You got to realize, right? Evolution, right? Evolution is ongoing. Okay, for example,
quickly because we got to get to the next.
You are faster than your parents before you. Mm-hmm. Your kids are gonna be faster than you. So the game evolves. Mm-hmm. So they come in, they doing something that those girls didn't do, and the females who come in after them, they're gonna be doing something that they didn't do.
Yeah, and they should be penalized for that though. People should understand evolution. I'll speak a little briefly. I didn't say too much about it, but I think it's okay for white people to want someone to look like them, to be their hero. I ain't gonna lie. Like, black people say it all the time. Mm-hmm. It's just that they not necessarily being racist with it. Like, it's like I'm black and I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to see somebody that look like me doing this and doing that. White people should have that same privilege too. But it's just like there's some certain things that white people say, it just don't come out the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's usually something attached to them. You know what I'm saying? Like when white people show pride and stuff like that in themselves, it comes off as racism because that's what we know it to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like when white people, when it seems like they want to be the best, it's like they want to be the best over humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and I don't think that's Caitlin's MO. Like she should want to be the best at whatever she do. Like anybody, like regardless of how you look, you know what I'm saying? You should be wanting to be the best. Like don't suppress yourself. Don't try to fit in these people's box just because of how you look. You wasn't controlled on how you was gonna be born. You ain't know if you was gonna be white, black, red, purple. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say like a lot of this media noise, like the media could be such a dangerous tool, man. You know what I'm saying? They can turn people against each other who really wasn't against each other, and they could really make the smallest things like real big. And we just really gotta like just look at things for what it is and just like kind of be able to make our own opinions. Like at some point, I ain't gonna lie, the media is gonna have to, I wouldn't say be obsolete, but they really just need to be vetted a little bit more. It's certain things that they should be able to say and certain things they shouldn't be able to say. And I think like putting people against each other that's not against each other. Now, if they was like arch enemies and stuff like that, if they let it be known themselves, then you could report on that. But to put people against each other who have nothing but respect for each other, that's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong, and the shit should damn near be against the law. To be honest with you, because now you got people that's gonna be a part of the problem. They're never gonna have an issue. It's just like with the rapping stuff. They're never gonna have an issue. It's gonna be their fans. It's gonna be Angel Reese fans and Caitlin Clark fans
Your entourage.
getting into it for no reason. And these girls don't even feel that strong about each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
They're just playing ball.
It's just unnecessary, man. Like, let's just keep it at sports, man. Like that's what we know these girls for. We don't know these girls for drama and stuff like that. Like let's just focus on the hooping, man.
They're just playing ball. Like I said,
real,
it ain't Caitlin's fault.
Both of them girls.
Yeah, it's not Caitlin's fault.
Yeah, it ain't her fault.
It's not her fault.
It ain't her fault, man. Nah. And you see what her head at. You see what she doing. You see how she come. You think she care about everything? And I know it's hard for her to block out all this bullshit so she could focus on her game. Yeah. So I salute her, man. I salute her.
Salute.
Because that's the ultimate fight that she fighting right now.
Yeah.
Is the mental games that everything that's going on around her. Like for real.
Yep.
For real. Well, that has been the Black Summit.
All right, yeah. That has been the Black Summit. And we want to thank my boy QP for stepping through, blessing us.
Always.
Yep. And
you got a big announcement coming.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a.
You don't have to say it on here if you don't want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do got a couple other announcements though.
Okay.
I do have a project coming out on 9/11. It's called Pain. People always in need. I'm reinventing myself, so when you look for my music, you won't be looking up Quail's P no more. You'll be looking up Quailo.
Quailo.
Quaillo.
Quailo.
So that'll be my first project. I already released a single under that name. So, and that's called Why You Can. You can check that out. But this will be a 5-track project. It's based on a situation that I'm dealing with currently right now, but guys got me, and I'll speak a little bit more on that maybe on a one-on-one tip. Maybe we'll have a special Black Summer, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one with Q type of deal. But yeah, so y'all check out for that. And shout out to my boy, the Car Doctor, man. This is my guy, Jimmy. He does real good touch-up paint job and stuff like that. So if you ever get a chance or you need some work, holla at Car Doctors. Shout out to my guy, Jimmy. Told you I got you, boy.
Word.
That's what's up.
All right. Well, once again, I'm Brooks.
And I'm Hendrix.
And I'm Quailo.
And this has been the Black Summit, and we thank you guys for joining. Like, subscribe, and leave us some comments down below. Even if other subjects you want to hear us discuss, which we try to touch on a lot of current events and topics and whatnot. But
100.
yeah, it's been the Black Summit, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.